Daniel hears a noise,
Daniel hears
but he's
a noise?
alone in the house.
Yeah. Dun, dun,
What is it, boy?
It is like a bump,
dun,
bump,
dun.
bump, bump.
Well, that's
It's
Someone
right
knocking on
there.
the door?
No, it's right there.
Oh,
a bird.
look out your window, but don't invite it in. Is it still happening?
Knock it off!
Well, some of that's getting picked up.
That didn't help.
Daniel hears the noise again.
Now it's voices. Children.
Are there people in the house?
Not in the house.
Our closest neighbor on that side is a ways away.
And I can hear them.
God damn, they must be loud. What are you eating?
Pancake.
Is it good?
It's all right.
Did you
It's
bring
got honey.
enough for the
No
rest
syrup,
of the
just honey?
podcasting class?
No syrup. Well, just
Syrup's
honey.
better in this situation. You should put peanut butter on it, though. You got some peanut butter?
I got peanut
There's
butter.
peanut butter on that shit. Then you'll be fucking flying high, buddy. Thinking about it, folks. He's chewing 20 times and then swallows. But I gotta say, the ladies have often said that you need to hit that D harder. That's
Well, I wish they would hit the D harder.
well, someone's got to hit it.
It's a 2-player game.
It's a 2-player game.
You think it is? Sometimes. Sometimes it's
Well,
still a
people don't
2-player
realize-
game, but only one person actually wants to play with the controller.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, then why are we even playing this game?
What are we doing? Is this a flight sim?
So I said yes, so you'll leave me alone.
Why you acting like we're doing barrel rolls with the joystick here? What is going on? That
Are
is
you
not
trying
a good way
to put in
fly
a
this
cheat
plane.
code? What is this?
Quit punching the back buttons. Those aren't.
You got that the Vita
Those
back.
are the sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
Sensitive triggers.
It's got rumble.
Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions podcast. As always, I'm your back in the habit again host, Kenny.
I am John Hammond's younger, more religious brother, Daniel.
I'm here with a new game called Scissors Rock Baby, but Baby always loses.
Baby always loses.
Ryan.
And of course, we're talking about. We're talking about 2024's Immaculate. Immaculate? Immaculate. Immaculate?
Immaculate.
E-M.
It's the Immaculate.
Nice. Now, we got a quick special guest here. Yeah, this is Tim Apple, formerly of Apple, but now with the Vatican. And, like,
Hi, Tim.
You guys complain that we don't like to use science, like we shun science, and now that we're doing science, you guys are complaining about that. And I just don't think there's any pleasing you people. Like, what do you got against us? You know, we're trying here.
Hey, Tim, I got a question. Couldn't that just be literally anyone's DNA?
Okay, now
On just a nail? Tim?
No.
Church doesn't make mistakes. We've gone on record to say that.
Happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents.
I wanted him
What
to
do
be
you want
like
from us?
a bunch of people look at this and they see just like a nail. But you know what it actually is? It's a fucking devil horn.
Fucking
But
oh,
it
God, who knew the church would get more evil when they got science? Dale, give us a sweet synopsis.
American nun transfers to Italy nunnery where they take care of old nuns.
Where they can them up.
But it turns out they're trying to embryonically create Jesus from dino DNA at this nunnery, and that's no good because that's like rape, right?
My first thought after seeing this is a very polished nunsploitation rape revenge film.
Kind of. It's very.
We got nuns.
Her body's been violated.
Yeah, but we got nuns. We get nun bathing scenes.
I didn't understand those.
That's the nunsploitation, Daniel. And then it's the rape revenge. She's been basically raped and impregnated, and her revenge is to kill the people who did it to her.
And she pulls a Michael Jordan and says, "Fuck them kids."
Fuck them kids. You know what makes this even better? This is a passion project from lead actress Sydney Sweeney.
How so?
So she was She was cast in this back, the trivia says 2014. 2014, I guess she was 17, but it never actually happened. So when she got a little more prominent, she took on the role as a producer, tracked down the writer, got the rights to the script, worked on it, got a director who she'd worked with before, found the people to give money to make it, and then sold the film to Neon. So like this is something that she has been wanting to make forever.
I think it makes sense because I think if this was not a passion project where someone
doesn't
says
get made.
I think it could get made, but I think they're devil people instead of science people, and I don't think that baby gets smushed.
This is true. And she's got enough clout right now to where I think she can do. She can't do anything she wants, but she could probably get away with a lot right now. She's pretty hot right now.
She can coup de grace a baby.
Yeah, and it was fantastic. Okay,
We'll get there, but it's wonderful.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's worth this movie overall. I had a good time with it. Not the best, not the worst. I've seen better movies than Nunneries.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Yeah, Mythic Quest.
Check it out.
Check it out. Special guest stars. But that climax, that finish. Oh my god. So we got. What do we got? We got Sydney Sweeney, and then maybe some other people you might recognize. Did you guys recognize anybody else?
No.
The Mother Superior.
They're all
looked
Italians.
familiar.
I don't speak Italian.
Are you sure?
Was this movie supposed to have subtitles?
In the Italian parts, yes.
Oh.
Except
sometimes.
Where
I didn't have subtitles on, so.
Well, where Father Sal was purposely going to stand there and retranslate back to her, they didn't give us the subtitles.
I didn't have subtitles at all. So I think I had the more authentic viewing experience because I was watching from her perspective because she doesn't know what they're saying.
Look, it's really hard. She tried a little bit. Okay, I just checked. I don't recognize the Mother Superior. Well, I thought I did. I haven't seen her, but she had a hell of a year though. She was also in the first the first Omen as another nun. So she was in theaters. We need to get some
some music for when Kenny does his reading off of IMDb.
You should
okay. The
father Sal guy, he was in that Wheel of Time show that I didn't finish because it wasn't very good. But I don't know. Point is, 1 star, a bunch of randos. I found that refreshing. I like a bunch of randos in my big movies.
They're probably not random in their own country, Kenny.
Are you sure?
No, but I said probably.
These are probably the best of Italy. Think about that.
I don't know. They could have got Russell Crowe in there on a Vespa.
Not actually Italian.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me Russell Crowe? What's an Italian sounding noise I could make at the end of his name? Insert that here.
Croavella.
I was gonna say Croavich, but that ain't right. Croavella? Yeah. Look, okay. What's with all these production companies before movies that I've never heard of lately? We got a bunch of I've never seen in front of Art of the Devil. This one only had 1 or 2. But
this one has
I'd never heard of them.
Elevation Pictures and Black Bear.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and the Black Bear one looked fun. And
they're probably foreign. They're probably Italian.
You think this was actually in Italy?
I don't know.
I think they built that church on a set.
The whole church.
Because at the opening, that lady's running across CG.
No,
across CG.
The church would never allow
She's
it.
running straight across CG. She is.
Oh man.
Okay, look.
Blessed is thy womb, Jesus.
Hail Mary, full of grapes.
What does that mean?
Baby moose.
That first lady, she got those eyebrows though.
I do think this first scene is probably like a studio note, like, hey, this movie's kind of boring. Can you put something at the beginning?
What, like a little precursor of the fun that's to come?
Because this.
So it kind of has it's a Suspiria beginning. Just the violence is toned down, right?
Yeah, I thought she should have gone more about it as Metal Gear Nun, which I guess we
get that later.
We get that later?
Yeah,
because I'm eyebrow nun is what I'm going to call her because there's no telling what her name is.
Might be Sister Mary.
She get that high a billing and she's barely in the movie?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you say it's Sister Mary, I assume that was the friend.
The friend is...
Is that Gwen?
Is Gwen.
Okay. Well, Sister Mary, eyebrow nun, big, glorious, thick brows. She's she's doing a sneak. She sneaking into the Mother Superior's room.
Hold on, let me quietly get the keys.
No, Daniel. She
Bop,
just
bop,
found the
getting
keys.
the-
She
got
was
the keys,
she was looking
getting
for
the
the
keys.
Halloween candy, and she knows it's in this old lady's.
I know it's in there. You
Bedstand.
don't pick up the big dangly metal keys from the key ring and then grab the dangly bits when it's in there. You pick up the dangly bits when you go to pick the whole thing
Hope
up.
this noise doesn't wake you up.
She's never had to do that before. Okay. No, now she's running for it. She's got her suitcase, which we've established.
You leave the suitcase.
Don't you leave it? You leave it. Maybe that was what all the time she needed because she almost made it. She got outside. She's sprinting for the gate. We got a nice, lovely fog rolling in. In the Italian countryside. We get to the gate. It's like locked and then also like chained and padlocked. We got like 5 keys in this thing. Somehow it takes her 20 minutes to get through 5 keys because she's like, she might need to get checked for Parkinson's or something. I don't know. It's
Probably
bad.
should have just climbed it.
At that point, maybe. She's like, eh. And then all of a sudden we get the 4 nuns of the apocalypse walking out of the fucking
Big
mist.
nun, little
just-
nun,
Baby nun.
baby nun.
They're doing a Michael Myers like slow walk.
So
Like, they're not
red
worried.
face.
They're like, nah, there's 5 keys. There's no way she gets through this thing in time.
Not a chance.
We got all the time in the world.
I mean, they ain't even the
shit.
right
She gets the-
keys.
Yeah, she gets the gate unlocked, and then it's like, well, I can't fucking do anything about the padlock on the chain, I guess. So then she tries to slide through, but her big ass head is getting stuck. Like
Did
you
have a
gotta
big
like
head.
you gotta spit in your hands real quick and wipe it on the sides of your skull for lubrication, and then you give it a push like you're being birthed
Yep.
back into
Yep.
the real world.
But like every birth, her foot gets stuck.
Yeah, well, like she gets through, and instead of like immediately get your upper body through doing a tuck and roll to get that distance, she just like flops on the deck and flops like a fish. Drops on the deck, flops like a fish. And then it's
Are
like,
you ready,
SpongeBob.
kids?
Yeah. No, Captain, I can't hear you. Snap. Ah! That was bad. Ow, I didn't. Ow, they treat her leg like a Kit Kat bar in the fucking gate, and then they drag her ass back in there.
You're
Then
gonna
they put her
come
in a
back
coffin.
in here and you're gonna give birth to a pug and you're gonna like it.
God damn it, Daniel!
You're
Stop
gonna
reading my
like-
notes.
Oh,
Now,
got your little leg.
I will agree
Oh,
that
God.
this never comes back into play.
No, because they even do something different with her than they do with the other ones they get rid of. So our next scene is like, okay, she didn't make it. She wakes up being buried alive. She's in a coffin, which then she keeps lighting a match. I'm like, well, there goes your air.
It was nice of them to give her the matches.
Yeah, real nice. But it's like, so they didn't bring her back in and force her to have the baby. So maybe she wasn't pregnant. Maybe she was just, she found out about it. She's trying to get the
I
fuck out
stumbled
of
on
her.
Pug
Yeah.
Room.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like to think that this is where Dr. Chud learned.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to his sewers to try to do it. Like, he wanted to separate from the church because he didn't believe in what they were doing.
That's
He
not
wanted to
real
use
science.
his own DNA.
Science is in the tunnels.
It's in the sewers and the tunnels with the snakes. Tunnel snake DNA.
Did you hear like squelchy sounds when they were?
Burying her?
Yeah, it felt. I was hearing like wet noises throughout this movie, which was making me think there were going to be tentacles at some point.
Oh, like an elder god was pushing through and we were hearing it?
Yeah, or like the people in the red masks, they're wearing those red face coverings because
Those are fish people.
they're fish people. It's Italian fish people.
I feel like Italian fish people would be assholes. Just a thought. Not like, I'm not saying Italians are assholes. I'm saying Italian fish people.
No,
would
you
be
said
assholes.
Italians are fish people. Yeah.
Now,
No, the Greek are fish people.
What's the difference between an Italian and a Greek?
I imagine the
Probably
sauce.
like the sauce, the value of their currency. One of them's God is an awesome God. He reigns.
All right, my question has been answered thoroughly. I appreciate that.
Answer me this, Daniel. How come the nun in the box doesn't do the finger distant Kill Bill punch through the coffin technique? Okay.
It's
One-inch
because
punch.
it's because nuns don't watch movies, so she didn't know.
She had a life before
Not
being a
one
nun.
TV in this nunnery.
Not one of
It's a
them
bad
was trained
nunnery.
by Pai Mei. If they had been, this would have just been a different movie.
Been big different.
There's sheep on the road.
I heard the dirt plopping on there. I didn't track it as a wetter noise. It might have been a wetter noise, but I just assumed it was dirt being piled on the.
There's dirt.
Well,
you hear that?
maybe in
There's just
Ryan's
this
dub
weird
it
was
wet
clear squelching.
sound.
It could have been mud. Yeah, there is clear squelching later on, and it's glorious.
Mm.
Okay, look, Italian for beginners. She's learned all she needs to know. Gabagool.
Ciao.
Ciao. She's got to get there. She can't be late for her vows, dog. We got Sister Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Where'd she say she was from? Detroit? Chicago?
Detroit, I think.
Detroit. Or somewhere. I don't know. America. Middle of America. Now she's here because she has a purpose from God. But it's a lot harder to learn Italian.
She has an invitation from a priest.
Yeah, from God.
I had an invitation from a priest once.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, if an Italian man comes up to you, Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
and starts speaking Italian, you don't know what they're saying,
Yeah.
don't hand him your stuff and let him just walk away. She just got robbed and she's happy about it.
Well,
realize
wasn't he dressed like a priest?
you can buy those clothes anywhere, Daniel.
This is true.
No, God will smite you down.
If he was gonna smite us, he would have done it eons ago.
Well, you're not dressed as a priest.
I'm a cool priest.
I can tell by your mustache.
Thank you. Yeah.
And the Game Boy you're playing on. And the skateboard you rode in on. You're a cool priest.
Cool shit. She gets dragged off to this wicked, sick nunnery, and I'm just like, this place is hella nice. Wish they paid taxes.
It's fucking Dark Souls Cathedral.
Yeah. Orlando looking ass place. Yeah. Gets in there. Another lady comes up to her, starts speaking gibberish or Italian, one or the other. And the other nun's like, yeah, dog, she says you're pretty. And I'm just like, this is going to be a hard job if you don't speak this language at all.
Well, it's what clean
Ryan,
clean
you
them,
would know.
feed them, don't fuck them. And
these were the exact rules you were given when you got to the
when you
the
get a
school
gremlin.
home.
They're the same rules.
do what we say whenever you get a gremlin. That's right.
How
Yeah,
do they pay for this?
They're in
The
Italy.
donation plates.
What do you mean?
Where'd the money
They
come
get whatever
from?
they want. If they want an Xbox, they'll give them an Xbox.
The church is rich as they're rich.
Where's this money? I just don't understand where this money comes from, I guess. I don't get it.
You don't get it.
Big Jesus gets a cut of everything. He's got his fingers in all the pies.
Well, now this movie kind of tells me, because I guess they're big into the genetic research and they sold that, probably. A lot of people don't know
Made
that.
Dinosaurs. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So I guess, Ryan, you could put yourself in Sister Cecilia's shoes a little bit. You jumped into a foreign country where you didn't know the language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is all.
Well, and look what happened to you. You had a kid.
Well,
That's right. You gave birth to a Chinese Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
you're right.
So
This is my
same,
story.
same.
I feel seen.
I've seen your knockers.
Nice.
Nice. You probably bathe like in a weird sheet.
Why do they do that?
Trying to think if that's chastity, Daniel.
It's
Yeah,
not
do you think that's a
chastity.
real
It's
thing they
see-through.
do?
When white gets wet, I see the tatas.
And if I like do a cannonball and that thing gets over my face, I've essentially started to waterboard myself. Like that's
I don't
dangerous.
chastity. I don't know. It's weird.
You know I'm gonna be doing a cannonball. You give me a whole fucking like fountain basin to fucking take a bath in, I'm gonna be doing some cannonballs. I'm gonna be doing some belly flops.
Yeah.
This is maybe
Probably
why
not.
You're
not
gonna be tearing
invited
ass and making bubbles.
It's gonna be a hot tub, yeah.
to
Gonna pee in it.
to bathe with the nuns,
Also,
Kenny. This might be why.
They're bathing. I could bathe with the nuns if I want to. I paid my dues. Also, they're cleaning themselves all in the same basin of water at the same time.
That's just
Yeah.
I mean,
That's gross.
but it's like a big.
But it's
like a
big.
big thing of
It's
water.
big hot swimming pool. What do you want?
As long as you're not peeing or shitting in there, I think it's fine.
You're gonna tell me you're gonna take a bath and not take a piss or a shit while you're taking a bath, Daniel? You're gonna sit here in front of the house of the Lord
Yeah.
and hit in
I
the
will-
Lord's month.
I will say during the Lord's month, I've never done it. Thought about it, never done it.
Which
Getting
one you
closer
thought
to
about?
doing
Which
it every
one?
day, but I haven't done it.
Which one? Oh,
Oh,
if
peeing.
what?
Well, no, I've done.
You've never peed in a pool?
Well,
No,
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 in a
the
bath.
bath.
You've never peed in a bath?
No,
like the shower, yes.
no, I've not done that either. But I've thought about it.
What?
Oh, you can do that. That's fine, buddy. But don't pee in the bath because you're sitting in that.
I'm not doing either one of those. That's weird.
I bet
But
you
I do
have.
I do think about sometime like shitting and then waffling it down the drain.
Just stopping it down the drain. The problem is, if you add too much corn, you're gonna clog it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's unsanitary. They can afford everything else. They should be able to afford good shower. They have a shower. We see it later. Yet they still feel like they need a bucket during that shower. It's a whole thing. They choose to fucking bathe together in their weird fucking bathing gowns. So I think they like it. I think they're into it. I think all these nuns are just big old horn dogs for each other.
Oh, they
wanna
are.
check each other out.
They are. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like, yeah, what up, what up? What up? How you doing? How you doing? I also didn't think, man, how did we jump all the way to the bath scene already?
It's just because the bath outfit bothers me. That's all.
I don't disagree, and the red mesh mask thing bothers me too. But let's get back off of baths for a little bit here. Let's not focus on the one bit of nudity in this movie until it's time and we can properly appreciate it. Did we meet the that jealous ass sister now?
That's Sister Isabel.
Isabel.
That's the one who's
she
doing
sucks.
the translating.
Yeah,
Hey,
she sucks so much.
Hey, you're gonna find out later. Maybe she's probably had a miscarriage.
Oh.
Still sucks. If her womb could handle the Lord, it'd handle the Lord. And it couldn't.
Well, it's not the Lord. It's like the Lord's pet. Can you handle the Lord's pug?
Can you handle Bosco?
Can you handle
or
the
nay?
Bosco? Yay.
A lot of people could. He wasn't packing a lot. We also find out, okay, so yeah, this is a hospice for nuns, and there's a catacombs, but we're not allowed to go to the catacombs. You can't give me a catacombs and tell me I can't go there.
That's what we told you that about Jeffrey Combs, and we couldn't get you off him. You're right.
I'd be all over him. If I had a
inside him
catacombs,
too.
Someone's got to do it. If I had a catacombs, there'd be a gate, and there would be like a spade on it, or like a heart, or a diamond, and you'd have to have a key.
That'd be like the 6th or 7th, or maybe even the 8th level down.
Yeah, how down do you have to go before it stops being basement and becomes catacomb?
Well, so catacombs are just where you're burying your dead.
Right? Because
so
first 4, you're just
it could be first floor.
So we could just
I was doing
put
a
dead
Diablo
body
thing.
I know what you were doing. I said no.
Okay.
You didn't let him.
Daniel told me Diablo sucks.
Who told
he's
you
a
that?
bad guy.
Daniel did.
Yeah, it's not cool.
He's a bad dude.
No, that was
So I ain't gonna platform him.
That was Diablo, if you recall. That's not, it's Diablo.
Oh right, Diablo Cody was good.
Yeah, Diablo Cody was good.
Catacombs of Saint Stephen's. Now Saint Stephen's Cathedral.
I wish it was just Saint Stephen.
Saint Stephen.
Saint Steve.
That's what I wrote
Steve
down
boy.
when I tried to look it up. It was like no, it's not. It's like Saint Stephen's with PH.
Saint Stephen,
Stevens.
patron saint of ICP. A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that. I got like no personal history with nuns, but I kind of feel like
Have you ever met one?
I think I've met some, but I didn't have to be under their tutelage, so I've got no personal vendetta. Like our parents may have something to say about that.
Our parents were. Yeah.
Yeah, they got that. They got the ruler beatings
got
and all
tied
that
to a
jazz.
chair.
Yeah, so our parents might have something to say about some nuns. So me personally, I got nothing personal against them, but I feel like I'm looking at this building and I'm knowing it's
What is the
full
purpose of a nun?
Creepy old nuns, and this is my personal hell. I don't know what they do. They're God's bitches or something. He
Yeah.
He's like, I want many virgins.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. Why wouldn't you?
I
You're
was
God,
someone who
man.
that
Do
was
what
like,
you want.
what to do with the thing, you know?
Like, all those nuns do is take care of dying nuns. How many dying nuns are there at one point in time?
They're dropping like flies.
Damn. But could you imagine walking around a big-ass building like that knowing that there's creepy old nuns around every corner? Terrifying.
And every time you encounter one, the Dark Souls boss music starts, and then
It would.
you gotta roll.
You'd have to. And then to top it all off, first off, we walked by a choir. They missed an opportunity to have Whoopi Goldberg in it.
True.
Mhm.
That would have been hella great. They take her to her room. Her personal room in this massive estate is fucking huge. That bed is the width of a 2x4. That is a tiny ass bed.
Well, I mean, you're not supposed to have you're not supposed to have wants, right? You don't need a bigger bed. You want a bigger bed.
I want a good night's sleep so I can wake up and like put some nuns in their fucking resting place, you know?
You're gonna fucking. Now I'm picturing you waking up and then just fucking smothering a nun with a pillow. And you're like, all right, that's my one for the day. You guys,
We gotta free up some beds.
that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here, right? They send the nuns, we kill the nuns.
All the help keeps disappearing. We don't have enough bodies to fucking take care of all these nuns. We gotta start thinning the herd. And then we meet. So then Sister Cecilia goes in to take a shit, and Sister Gwen, the bad nun, shows up to have a little smoke
Can they be
in
smoking?
the bathroom. Nah, dog, when she's smoking it up, she's a bad nun.
No, they can
This
smoke.
place-
They're all smoking.
No, man, they can't do it. They're Italian. You think just because they're Italian?
Well, the
They're
cardinal
smoking?
guy is smoking. The high priest guy is smoking.
Obviously,
They all
the rules
smoke.
don't apply to them. They're men.
Yeah, that ain't right.
That's what I
didn't-
thought.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't give up a vow of poverty or chastity. Like
I
they're
thought
not,
they
they're not,
did.
like
No,
there's
they're like
they're not nuns.
They
Tibet-
didn't?
No, they
Tibetan
have
monks,
different
maybe.
vows.
What are their vows? Thou shalt not touch boy. Not
Well,
that one.
Whoops.
That's
Not that one.
That's a
They didn't
biggie.
specifically say that. You got to be
Maybe they
specific
should.
with
You
your
know
vows.
what? Maybe they should patch that one in. Add that to the EULA.
Yeah.
Do a little update.
Update it a little bit.
Little force systems
just
update.
a little update. God, I hope we don't have a predominantly like Catholic audience. They're not going to love this episode.
Why?
Because we tell how it is.
I'm just saying
around
how it
here.
is. He just says
Just
it
saying
how it is.
It's saying how it is. I like Sister Gwen. Okay.
Well, yeah, because you could hook up with Sister Gwen.
So you wouldn't have a choice. I don't think. I think she would hook up with you.
Yeah, of course you would. Look at me.
Yeah, she'd be
Look
fun.
at him.
Look at her. She's telling her how it is. She's like, this place is full of a bunch of head cases and runaways.
Which one are you?
It's like, yeah, you don't, yeah. She was a runaway.
Yeah, she's
I think.
both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think we get a little backstory on her. She comes from like a abusive, like she let a man, like she was with a man who beat the shit out of her or something. And then she says, like, I'd seen some ladies that were nuns and I just fucking signed up because I thought 3 square meals was better than anything else.
3 square meals. You get to keep your clothes on.
Yeah.
You got a safe
join
place
the
to
army.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, in Italy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Does Italy even have an army?
Daniel?
Probably.
It
I
might
would
be.
imagine they do.
Were they allowed to have one after World War II?
Probably.
Some places got told no. Someone looking it up?
I'm sure someone out there's looking it up. Not me.
They'll let us know. She starts putting on. Gwen says, "Yo, hey, you can also lock this door when you're shitting." By the way,
Well, it wasn't even shut.
they leave doors open in this place. Like when they sleep, that bothers me. When she's laying in bed and I can see down a hallway, no, fucking no, stop it. Don't do that. No, and she gets what she deserves for doing that. By the way, well, oh no. Okay, she starts putting on her nun armor. That stuff is so cool when she's putting it on. Like it's belts coming around. It's like, yeah, she's gonna go into fucking
It was
battle.
a sick belt.
Yeah, it's a sick belt. Like this is like a putting on your gear. It's looking great. And then she goes to the church, and then she's fucking embarrassed. You know why? All of them wearing the same outfit.
Oh, no. Who wore it better?
Right? It's hard to tell.
Me.
There's so many of them.
Orion
You?
wore it the best.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Halloween, 1943.
Spring catalog.
1943.
Sears.
Weird year to just pick out.
Year he's born. We got some guy up there. He's like, I'm a Pope. He wasn't, but he's like, he's
I'm
giving
a
I'm a Pope energy. They say something like marriage, lamb, brides, and I'm like, why does this make you guys strictly out as property? Like,
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Let us rejoice, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his brides have made themselves ready. And I went, da fuck?
Yeah, that's not a
What?
good.
And then she has to supplant herself before the men. They're
give
they're
up-
standing above her, and then
Yeah,
she's got to kiss the ring.
Kiss the ring.
I thought, mother confessors. God damn it! What are they?
Not a mother confessor,
Mother
right?
superior?
No, you know what? They are now mother confessors. I thought you
That'd be
also.
better.
I believe that's a real thing.
I thought
It's
you
a
also had to
different
kiss the ring of a mother confessor. Am I wrong on that?
You gotta kiss the whip of the mother confessor.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or no,
Mother,
that's something else.
Was it the superior you were thinking
Yes, mother superior. I thought they also had rings.
of? Everyone's got rings except for us.
Yeah, we gotta get some
work
rings.
harder if we want to win the
gotta
fucking
up our ring
championship.
game, guys.
No,
We haven't beat the Catholic Church in a single competition yet.
no, you don't want no. Rings.
I don't
get
want rings.
No, rings get stuck. Not on your finger.
Oh, then your finger gets degloved.
Yes.
Well, I get a big one.
I got a big
No,
one for
you
you.
don't. No. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a tattoo of a ring.
Okay, let's
one-
do that.
But then you're gonna get divorced, and then you're gonna have to get it removed.
But he's marrying himself, so it's awkward.
It's
Oh
awkward.
God, it is awkward, especially when he still gets divorced.
Bagak.
I
Well,
hate
we give
myself.
ourselves to we give ourselves to Jesus. Then we go to dinner with a sick ass cross table, and we're gonna get all drunk on the blood
It's
of Christ.
the blood of Christ, Kenny. Show some respect.
Well, we get a little
It could
wasted.
Dude, it was
literally
so
be
lit.
the blood of Christ.
So
They
it
have
could
the
be.
technology.
God.
The technology's there.
Yeah, I was wondering, well, like, how do we impregnate her? Are we doing it scientifically? Or are we going to be like more spiritual, mystic? Oh no, she's drinking the blood of Christ, and that's what's doing it.
No,
Right?
it's
You
pure
thought it was gonna
science.
go mystic.
Pure science, 100% science.
There's
I
nothing
wasn't
mystic happening here.
At this point, what were you thinking? How she was gonna get pregnant?
I didn't think she was going to get. I didn't know what this movie was about.
I thought it was.
It's
being
called
I thought
Immaculate,
it would,
and it's a church movie.
I thought.
I thought it would be
Go ahead,
Immaculate Devil stuff like Rosemary's Baby, kind of.
The mind goes straight to Immaculate Conception for me, but okay.
Oh, I thought.
I thought you guys were there too.
They just wanted their nuns to be like, yeah, immaculate, of course. But it's that. But then the nuns in here are doing things that make them, we'll say, quote unquote, dirty. And then you got to get rid of them for some reason. Like then you feed them
so
to
like this
then
is
you
a
feed them
sexy
to
nun
Cthulhu.
prison?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was tracking there was going to be a pregnancy the entire time.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Look
I knew
at
there would be
you.
a pregnancy.
So I kind of thought like she started drinking the wine and
I
getting a
just
little
thought it'd
sleepy.
be like a devil ritual kind of pregnancy, like in House of the Devil.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe a devil ritual, or like
Rosemary's
I thought maybe
Baby.
even Father Sal just straight up like drugged her and
I mean,
had his way with her. But then
Yeah, that's
later
what I
we find
thought,
out
too.
but she still has her hymen intact. So it's like, oh,
Well, that's what they tell her.
Okay,
That must have been a subtitle I didn't get.
Oh, Daniel, this
Good
is
point.
points where I'm going, ew.
yeah, it's gross.
What?
So she
Ew.
tells her story here.
See, I was wondering if they even bothered checking because this is before we knew it was this is before I knew they were doing science. So I'm like, they didn't even know. I don't know.
Look, we didn't know science until the end. You know, church again.
My
You guys wanted us to do
was
science.
different from your guys's.
She tells her story. She's like, he's like, oh, what brought you here to be a nun? Because that's kind of like, I think he's implying like, you're fucking hot. Why are you a nun? Like, this doesn't make sense. We don't get hotties. Look over there. You see these?
No,
Twos.
that's not what he's
Twos and
implying. He's
threes.
just making conversation while
Twos
she
and
drinks the
threes.
wine. And
No,
he's
that's not
loitering around her because he knows that she's going to pass out because they've drugged the
No.
wine. And he probably
That ain't
doesn't
it.
want her to bash her head on something when
Now
she
she
falls.
tells her fucking, the story she tells all the time, her fucking Saginaw River story. I like to go out there and put my hand on the ice until I get fucking frostbite. And one year I done fell in. That's not even a fun game to be playing on the ice, you idiot. You can put your hand on the ice from the shore even. You don't even have to go out on the ice.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You can do that at home with like a freezer.
This
Dude,
is
you're
true.
right.
I've learned a phrase called like fuck around and find out.
You've just learned this.
Yes.
He's just learned.
Now,
ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus
now, is this an
Christ.
applicable use of it?
Yeah?
We're
Okay.
fucking around with the ice and finding out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I gotta introduce you to the guy who's got the fuck around and find out graph, where he's like, alright, so here you can see that as the fuck around goes up, you notice the find out, it correlates perfectly. It goes up right with it.
Until they cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're up to date now, Ryan.
She's already throwing up in the sink. So this is because of whatever they put in her drink, right? Because she's not already pregnant, right? Right?
Right. Well,
Am I
how
right?
much time has passed? I don't know.
It's the same night.
She tells the story. She's dead for 7 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Then she just like leaves. She's feeling a little off. She leaves. She walks into another room. There's creepy nun noises going on. I don't appreciate those. I decided at this point, this place would be a lot like more welcoming if they had a Buddy Jesus statue. Like just like give him a thumbs up like you do, you know, Buddy
No,
Jesus.
No,
Yeah.
Kenny, this is old. This is old.
Oh my
religion.
God.
Everything
Yeah,
What
they
if
need a modern update.
suffering is love.
What if the nail had Korean Jesus DNA and that
ain't
baby
got
just
time for
fucking
your
came
shit.
out like, ugh!
Swole as shit.
Gundam
He ain't got time for their problems. She walks into another room and there's a nun down there doing a T-pose on the floor, all prone. So she's like playing the Fortnite when nobody's looking. That's where she learned the T-pose. And I'm like, that's truly an advanced move. And then we look at her and she's wearing like a red, I'm going to call it a COVID mask because they're worried about COVID, but it's like a face shield like Kanye wears sometimes. Got that Kanye mask. It's a Balenciaga. I don't know. That's weird. Don't appreciate that.
Why does she? Why? Well, we actually don't know who's there. So it could be a nun. It could be a dude. It could be
It could be the mother of John Constantine. That's a note I have.
that. It could be Saint Helena. Could be. But why?
Because look, this is where we find out right over here in this box.
Yeah.
We keep probably the most holy relic of all the fucking church. Just right here. You can open the lid, touch it.
Jesus'
It's
baby
your DNA
blanket.
all over it. Yeah. It's fucking his
It was
foreskin.
the S that he was wrapped in as a child.
Yeah, Jesus' S. No, it's the little dried up crusty foreskin after he got circumcised or whatever. Like it fell off, and that's where they keep it.
That's nice.
That'd have a shitload of DNA in it. Okay,
Okay.
they should have got that. They shouldn't have.
They should have got
They
that.
should have got this.
That might have.
They should have got this nail.
I don't know how long those last.
I don't know. It's probably in a baby book at one of your parents' house.
Yeah, but that's been
It's-
encased in plastic.
Wrong, Ryan. Encased in liquid carbonite.
Well, you take
Well,
it.
nowadays
dump it
with
in the
all the
well.
microplastics we got, they don't even need to encase it in plastic. It is plastic.
You're in one.
You're in one. Well, shit, man. The lady hands her the nail, and she's like, "Yeah, it's one of them crucifixion nails. Look at this shit." And fucking Sister Cecilia, it knocks her ass out, down for the count. And it's like, you got wasted in front of Mother Superior? Are you kidding me?
Is Mother Superior wearing gloves when she picks it up?
Yes. And so does Father Jeff Goldblum. No. So does Father...
Sal Tedeschi?
Sure. So does Father Scientist when he picks it up.
Father Hammond.
Father
Ham-
Wesker.
Yeah, but so she puts it into Sister Cecilia's bare hands to let her just feel the raw power. I'm like, oh, okay.
They're like, look at you. You're obviously going to give us a healthy baby.
Look at this.
Got them American birthing hips.
Oh, fair.
That's what we've been missing. We've been needing the American girl. You know how hard it is to find an American virgin?
Pretty easy.
Yeah, it's actually, you just got to call, ask around.
My name, and wherever I am, I'll come running.
Now, my next note, I don't remember what this means.
Yeah, what's your note?
I like that he has some good distance from the window.
Okay, so it's confession booth time. And she's all like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 3 days since my last confession. I totally got lit last night, blew chunks everywhere, and fell asleep in front of sister's mother confessor. And the I'm the Pope starts really close to the window, but then she bows her head, closes her eyes to talk, and when she looks back up, he's moved like a good 3 feet away from it. She does it again. He's moved another good 3 feet. He's like all the other end of the hallway at this point. I'm like, this feels like a dream. He keeps moving away.
He should stop doing that.
And then he just becomes darkness.
Yeah.
And then
this was a good fake out because you're expecting something to jump out from the front, but she gets grabbed from the back.
I actually think it ended up being less effective because they did it that way. Because I was waiting to jump. I was waiting for something. I was like,
right,
okay.
But you were waiting to jump. You were ready to jump backwards from something coming at you forwards. But if you would jump backwards, you're getting got.
That's fair. I think with it coming through the wall like that, you don't have a chance to like really react versus like you get a chance to see it for a second if it came up to the screen and then burst through. So like, I don't know, something about it, like the surprise, like the timing of it, something was off. And I think it almost would have been more effective if they came from the way we were expecting right there. That one did not hit for me. I didn't flinch.
It worked for me, but it worked for me because in my head, I'm in her head, and she's saying, like, keep your sausage fingers out of my mouth, because that hand is just all over her face, all in her mouth, and I'm like, ew, no, gross.
Yeah.
And they're all sacrificing her. Now, why is she having this dream? She's having this dream because they're putting the embryo in her right now, right?
They're squirting the syringe.
Yeah,
turkey baster.
The turkey baster, yeah.
Yeah, it's like drugged and inseminated. Like it's just another Tuesday. Now she wakes up in her room and there's like a lady standing there in the shadows, and I'm like, I
thought that was a painting.
Yeah, but just don't do that.
It's not,
don't have paintings that can do that. Maybe don't sleep with your door open, especially in a building of like a million
left
people.
The door open.
That's rude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she turned the lamp on, looks back over there, the lady's gone.
Now, how difficult would it be to reach for the lamp, keep your eye on the person, and then turn it on without looking away?
Daniel,
that's when you accidentally knock over the lamp.
This is her first night here.
I don't give a fuck.
She doesn't have spatial awareness like you. You know what your rat nest, what's within reach at all times. You have to.
And yeah. In fact, was this literally her first night sleeping in that bed?
Yeah.
While she's drugged?
Yeah.
She don't know. She's like, is there a lamp here? Now, what the movie should have done right here is when she looks back over there after turning on the lamp, the camera was like keeping her left side, like we couldn't see to it just to the left of the bed. So when she turns back over to turn the lamp back off, the lady should have been standing there.
And
that would have been effective.
And then what?
I mean, they kind of do that later.
Then she freaks out, falls out of the bed, then she could have been gone.
But where would she have gone? She's not. It's not a ghost. It's a person.
Are you sure?
I mean, this one might have been a ghost.
No, there's no ghost. There's nothing spooky, natural happening.
I think it's the scissor lady.
Well,
to come.
There's a lot of
there's a lot of scissor ladies in there, yeah.
Especially the way she's already busting out of this shirt. Ugh, jeez. Too much blood of Christ. Sorry, guys. Okay, look. What do we got? Like some sort of meeting the next day? There's Sister Gwen, Sister Cecilia, they're hitting it off, and they're giggling during the sermon. Or not, sir. I don't even know what it is. The fucking
Snape
instruction.
comes by and fucking pushes their heads down. Pay attention.
Yeah, and then one of the superior nuns is like, "We will break you," like the dude from Rocky.
I must break you.
It's so interesting because I didn't know what anyone was saying.
And like, well, then her friend said her vibrator ran out of batteries.
So Gwen is talking to Cecilia, and they've been assigned to Sister Isabel, who's the sister who doesn't like
Horrorble
Cecilia. But so they're under her tutelage now, and so they all have to learn how to wipe the asses, clean the beds, wash clothes, deheaded chicken, all those kinds of things. And I guess this goes on for like, I don't know, like a week?
It's a montage. We meet Dr. Gallo. He's the man.
He's a doctor. Sure. Oh, we forgot to mention the priest.
He's an obstetrician.
He wears many hats.
He's a baby doctor.
No, the priest isn't. Oh, the doctor is. The priest,
doctor is
But before he was a priest, Daniel, what did he do?
He was a biologist, which I just thought was like a nothing thing.
I did too.
Yeah, that was a great throwaway thing that turned out to not be a throwaway thing.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh,
didn't think
that's
two
cool.
things of it at the time.
Now, I got a note, Kenny, and it's, I got a glare on the streets and a Pennywise in the sheets. Don't hurt your brains too much.
Because she disappears behind the sheets, and she's
Sister-
glaring at her all the time.
Sister Isabel is always glaring
Sister
at her,
Isabel's
and then
out there
she's doing the
giving
Pennywise
looks.
in the
Ryan's
sheets.
a poet. You know, a lot of people don't appreciate your poetry, Ryan, and I'm one of them.
Well, did you guys
what?
see in the montage after Daniel just killed Ryan's fucking hopes and dreams on poems? That in the montage, I'm pretty sure they tickled one of those nuns to death because she's there like tickling her, making her laugh.
Yeah, they're
and
having
then
fun with her, and the next scene, dead. Yeah.
Tickled her to death. That should be a mark on her record. We're not actually supposed to help them die faster.
Oh, I thought we were.
You would think that, but no. My poem just said, angry sheet nun vanish. That's less poetic. Oh, God. So we have a montage. She's getting the hang of things. Now she's back to bed, and she's got her bedroom doors open again, and I'm tired of these open-ass doors while she's sleeping. She's a fucking psycho. And this is when Scissor Nun appear.
Oh, jeez.
Who gave her scissors?
Why can't she have scissors? She can have scissors.
These insane nuns can't have scissors.
Now, what was her deal?
She wanted to get the hair.
So she's a failed, right? Because she's got the branding on her feet.
Because she tried to run away?
Because
she seemed old. So how long have they been doing this? Because Father Sal isn't that old.
They've only figured it out like the last 20 years or whatever.
It's 20 years. I mean, they've been working on it for 20 years. So I'm sure she's one of them who they got experimented on.
20 years ago, she was still 70.
They're not looking... Look, you got what you got. The materials you got are what you got, Kenny. You make it work.
When you put it like that.
You make it work.
Well, she's clearly likes the idea, so she's like, okay, I know you're the next one, so I got to get some of your hair and make a sick ass little fucking.
That looks a lot like the symbol from Lord of Misrule.
Yeah,
it's probably from like a similar like region or something. I don't know. Is it like a?
It's maybe it's just the shape of it.
Is it one of the
ubiquitous throughout all cultures? It's the circle on top, the bar across, and then almost like legs are a triangle underneath.
Isn't that just an ankh?
I was gonna say an ankh.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's just one of those runes that they took from Diablo 2.
100%. But you can't let her have
Everything's
it because that gives her
ripping
power.
off Diablo.
Yeah, but if you make it out of hair, it's got more power.
It does. It's like offering your soul.
Solar hair. Like if she hadn't moved, the scissors would have hit her in the face, and then she's like, "All of us adore you." I'm like, y'all some thirsty ass bitches. Okay, there's lots of other nuns in here. You're the only one who sleeps with the door open. That's what they're saying in Italian, Daniel. You missed it. Calling her a saint. She lays her back in bed, and then the nun likes her feet out, and then that's when we see the cross feet.
That's crazy behavior.
Yeah, you don't sleep with your toes out.
You're gonna
like
have
that.
a bad dream.
Yeah,
monsters can bite them.
Yeah, and now we're in our bath scene.
Bath time.
And Gwen's like, "Hey, it could have been worse. Could have given you bangs."
Finger.
I don't know if the bathing in the gowns thing is real. They probably don't have group baths.
This is old country. Come on.
They had a shower.
No.
There is a shower. We see it later.
But like this place isn't modern, so
They got toilets.
And they stripped her butt ass naked for the shower.
that was different.
That's punishment.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Well, to each their own, Kenny. To
I
each their
couldn't
own.
help it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I didn't think we were going to get any of this action in the movie. She's okay.
Currently going
She
on
makes-
my favorite documentary site and typing in pregnant nun.
Oh God. I talked about this with Kim earlier. The
Pregnant
lady
numb fetish? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I told her like I watched it. She fell asleep. I was like, "Babe, you missed boobs last night." She's like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Yeah." I wasn't expecting them in this one because Sydney Sweeney was recently on SNL and she like was making jokes about her career or like path trajectory, like either like get really good at acting or whatever, blah blah blah, or Plan B, just show my boobs.
I guess she does both.
Yeah, everyone accuses her, not everyone, but lots of people like to accuse her of only having a career because she shows her boobs. But if that's all it took to be big in Hollywood, there'd be a lot more bigger stars in Hollywood. But in most of the things she's been in, she has. Now, this is only the second thing I've watched that's had her in it. The other one was Madam Web. I wasn't expecting them to be in this. So when all of a sudden all the nuns are walking around poking
they're
her
gonna
eyes
be
out,
in them because they're like attached to her.
you can remove them, actually. There's a lot you don't know about the female anatomy.
Interesting.
They're like Mr. Potato Heads, Daniel.
You just move them around.
Huh.
So, yeah, I'm just
That's
like,
the future
okay,
liberals want.
the nuns are walking. That's what the one. I wasn't expecting nuns walking around with their headlights shining was not on my bingo card. Is the long story short here? I was like, what? Now,
Right, but it's just them two.
yeah, you don't really notice on the rest of them. Now, how are we not seeing like big old bush shining through those things around there?
Well,
That's
they're-
not realistic.
They're wearing.
Tell me these nuns are waxed? Do nuns wax? If I
feel like this scene was a minute in this movie.
Well, yeah, but he's gonna talk about
But he's
it.
going to talk about it like it was an hour? Okay.
do nuns wax their beeve?
No.
You think the Lord likes it like that?
That's how he made them.
Not true.
What?
I feel like they're shaving their pits.
Not true.
See, you
Okay.
can just say not true about anything.
He didn't make them clean themselves. That's their natural musk. Okay, they shouldn't be washing that off.
Not true.
If we're gonna play that card, they earned that sweat and their stink. All I'm saying is I wasn't expecting a fucking nun orgy in the middle of this movie.
Well,
and
that's
what
good
we
because
got.
we didn't get one.
That's not
That's
what
what
happened.
we got. No, you couldn't hear what they were saying, Dale. You don't speak
No,
Italian.
I
You
could
didn't have the
hear.
subtitles
I
on.
could hear what they were
There
saying.
was scissoring going on left and
I
right.
couldn't
People had to wear safety goggles.
understand.
You thought the bath was the only thing that was wet in there. It was slipping and sliding, all sorts of toes were going in places toes shouldn't go
I do
in.
think like
all
if,
sorts of
if her
infections
friend
because you shouldn't do that in a castle.
hadn't died, it would have gone that way. But eventually, like if none of this supernatural or not, if none of this getting
Getting jiggy with it. Go ahead. You can say
inseminated by
it.
the Lord hadn't happened, I think they would have been scissoring by probably by the end of the month.
Now, I don't think her friend died.
Don't we see the body?
Don't we see the
No,
body?
I think she was just real tired laying there in the catacombs. But she found a sweet bed.
and she hasn't had any
I'm-
sun, so
I'm
that's
not
why she's
sure
very
what-
pale.
Yeah, she's,
They cut
hasn't
off
had
so
much to
little
drink.
of her tongue. She had so much more
we've
tongue
seen
left.
better.
Well, that's the punishment part, Daniel, and then they probably stab her.
Yeah. Oh, look, I don't know. All I'm saying is she starts puking. We're all like morning sickness. I'm like, this shit's about to get real awkward because none of y'all are supposed to be banging in here. So
You show me where it says that.
they literally, what is it? Poverty. You're poverty with your sex. You're poor in sex. They have the vow of sex poverty.
Yeah, that's poor. That's not none.
They are nuns.
That's not.
No, they're
It's in the name.
the vow of chastity.
None.
Oh
Ain't
wow,
getting
Ryan.
None.
Ain't none. So
But are you
look,
giving any?
Ain't giving any. Ain't getting any.
ain't getting any.
Oh my god.
It's like they're married
To who?
to God.
What
God.
do they get out of it?
None.
Your business.
Yeah. You gotta sign up if you want
What's
to
that
know. You can't give
relationship? What's he do for him?
It's like Club Penguin. You got to be in it to like understand. And we're not just gonna tell you what's going on in Club Penguin.
Why does he get so many?
He can handle them. Mini dicks. But he ain't using them. Because that would be wrong. She gets, meets with the doctor. She's going about her business. Damn bird flies into the window. Why does that happen, Daniel, if it's not supernatural?
Because windows are clear.
Exactly. That happens all the
And
time.
Birds are dumb.
Yeah.
All the time. Birds are idiots. Now, we're going to go meet with the fake of the Pope, and he's having a smoke. And we're going to be like, hey, you need to tell the Pope your vows, dog. And like, what's rule number 1? No fucking, okay? Were you ever a member of Congress with other dudes? I think is what they say.
Were you ever a member of Congress with other
Yeah.
dudes?
Have you ever been with a man or a woman?
I'm
Why do
with
they
a
even
man
ask
and a
about the
woman right
huh?
now in this
right
room,
now,
dude.
every day. While this has happened, someone else is busting out some machinery. Apparently, the doctor.
I thought she was wheeling out like a Frogger arcade cabinet or something.
We about to get lit in here.
Maybe like a Street Fighter 2.
Oh shit! Dun, 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 dun. Ah, 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 ah.
That's the noise that happened when she smashed the baby.
Oh no! Look, bro, doctor checked her hymen and it's intact, and I don't understand why they're confused by this. Okay, Ryan, Daniel, hear me out.
Yeah.
She became a nun.
Mm-hmm.
She's born again. She gets her virginity back. So
Like a
obviously
vampire.
the hymen comes back
Hyman comes back.
when she's born again. I don't understand why this is so complicated for them to understand.
I thought there was a chance she was just a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Until they said
Mr.
the hymen.
Hyman doesn't lie. Except sometimes he does. It's
Well,
like if you're riding a
sometimes he
horse or
does.
something.
that's how you'd lose it. But I mean, you could have, it would be a lot, but you could have reconstructive surgery.
Why would you do that?
It's a thing.
Look, it's probably big in Korea.
It's a lot, but I'm like, okay. I mean, it could be. I'm willing to believe that over this is now, God came down and went, and then left.
What, Zeus did it all the fucking time.
This is it, Zeus.
That was the name of the game for Zeus. That was what it was all about.
He's into it.
Zeus knew, what's the point of being a god?
If I can't turn into a goose and come down and fuck you.
That's right.
Honey, I got pregnant by a goose.
Again?
God damn it. A goose rhymes with Zeus. You son of a bitch, Zeus. I don't like... Okay, they're all in on it, right? So they've had to have been rehearsing, like, okay, once we find out for sure that she wasn't pregnant by any other means, we got to be like, oh my God, you're immaculate.
Yeah.
How many of these nuns in this place are in on it?
All of them.
Because...
Not all of them.
Not all of them. There's a new crop every time. So what? Are they trying to impregnate all the new crop at once, and whatever takes first is the one? And
but you plant a lot of seeds, in your field.
Yeah, right. But what if multiple take?
It's hard. Okay, one Jesus. That's pretty good. What if we had 2?
20 Jesus.
20 Jesus. What if we had an army of Jesus?
Oh my! We get enough Jesuses to complete an offense on a football team, and when they throw that Hail Mary,
oh my God.
Okay.
it's gonna hit. Okay. And when they do the touchdown and do the little fingers kissing the
Jesus
to the
number
Lord,
be?
but instead of 69.
Nice.
Because he's cool. Buddy Jesus. There's holes in this plan. I'm saying you can't keep all these nuns from rioting. They're not all going to sit there and believe that, oh my God.
Of course there's holes in the plan. Life will find a way. She's going to get, the electric fence is going to go down. She's going to get out of her little kennel and she's going to go ride a brontosaurus. It's going to happen.
I don't know, man. Because they do a whole fucking ceremony where they give her in this fucking dollar store Queen Amidala fucking look going on.
Outfit was sick.
Behold,
her
Saint
hair,
Cecilia from Detroit.
And she looks
from Detroit.
So upset.
Of course
she walks
she's upset.
out there and
she's
they're
been
playing,
violated by God.
Yeah. They're playing It's So
Allegedly.
Cold in the D. So cold in the D.
It's so cold in the D. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace?
That's classic from the YouTube era, a bygone era before there were ads. First off, she's the coolest now. So someone better get her a better bed and room now, I think. And now we flash to second trimester. This is the part where I'm thinking, what if she got butt pregnant? And that's why her hymen's still intact. They never think about that.
Now,
it can seep through the linings of the booty.
Explain.
And get to the ovaries.
No, Daniel, no. No. Go ahead.
If I Google...
No.
It's going to be a Jesus butt
If I
baby.
Google nun butt
Baby?
maybe.
Maybe?
Well,
Maybe,
I'm not going to
baby.
Google it. I'm going to go on my documentary website, right?
right. A hub of
But
information.
do it at the public library. Don't do it at your house.
Don't
Well,
do that. We don't want to get on another list.
Yeah, not another list. Let the library go
Oh
on the
God,
list.
she loses a tooth. That's not good. You're gonna want to put that back in. Now this is important.
You are
This
gonna
has
wanna
to be a
want that.
top. You are gonna want to want
You want
that back.
that.
Yeah, that has to be a top molar because I see every one of her lower teeth later in the movie, and there's no cap. So that has to be a top one.
Or
And then
Or it's not hers?
it's not hers.
oh, she puked up a Jesus tooth.
Well,
She
at
walked
this
in for
point, I was
lunch.
like, maybe part of this satanic Jesus ritual was was her getting force fed,
Body parts?
body parts.
I thought so too.
I hate when that happens.
I thought they'd put her on a diet of old nun.
Yeah.
And
That's just one of the bits that didn't get ground up properly.
You know what? We never run out of meat.
You're right.
Did you ever notice that, Daniel?
I
You
noticed
that?
it.
This nunnery always has enough meat.
Well, we grow new nuns. We feed old nuns to new nuns. It's the circle of life.
The circle of life. You're eating your previous mother confessor.
Now, Daniel,
I'm mother confessing.
how happy would you be? You got baby, but
Oh,
they're like,
7.
for you, no more walking.
No more work.
All you do, your only job is baby.
My only
People
job
stand
is
up.
baby.
Only job is baby.
People stand up when you walk in the room.
I don't like that.
Not to leave like they used to, just to stand up
I don't
and
like
honor
that.
you.
First of all, I don't know if you guys noticed this. Man here,
It'd be a really big deal, though, if it was you.
feel like I don't know.
Arnold
Science.
Schwarzenegger did it.
Science
And look-
should not.
if God's not going to step up and take care of you, like I'll be the one who steps up, Daniel.
You're
I'll
gonna
step
you're
up
gonna
for
take
you.
care of me and our child. Me and
Well,
God's child. If God's out of the picture,
because he ain't gonna step up.
he's got shit to do.
Last kid I
It's
know
not.
he had
It's
like
not on the 8th day
died
God
pretty
then
young.
raised the child. No, he's resting.
No,
he's still resting.
he's still resting. We never got an update. What happened after that 7th day?
Also, why was it 7 days? Seems like an
'Cause it's a
arbitrary
week.
thing. Why would it be a week? Why does God
'Cause-
care about a week?
Oh my God! You don't think he has work weeks?
Why would he?
He's got work to do. You don't just wake up and have cathedrals full of bitches. You gotta work.
That's true. You got to work for it. You're
This
right.
isn't his only cathedral. They're all over the world, Daniel.
He's
He's busy. He's busy. I get it.
busy
I
man.
He's got
get
to
it.
travel. Oh my God. Oh, the traveling.
Must have been
God,
hard before
now-
roads.
You know what's nice though? Now that you're pregnant, Daniel,
Uh-huh.
private bath time. How much do you want a bath fountain? Like, would you like that?
I'd spread my cheeks over it.
Oh my God! Right? If it had a built-in bidet to really power through
Yeah.
them dirty spots.
Oh, my
hell
God.
Yeah.
I'm so clean now.
I'm
I'm
so
so clean. The
floating.
baby inside me's clean now, too.
We're both clean. I got the baby tushy. She's just there floating, getting her Deadpool, or not her
yeah, her
Daredevil on.
Deadpool.
Or
Her Deadpool, her Daredevil on. There's about to be a Deadpool. She's flashing nips, everyone, again. And you know what? Psycho shows up, just does a little drown.
That's because, like that one song, it should have been May.
Should have
Should have
been
been
mine.
May. Now, I expected Cecilia to be even more traumatized from this almost drowning, considering her whole story about almost drowning. But she took it like a champ.
She's not.
She shook.
She says she's not okay. After this point, she starts being more demanding and complaining.
I thought that was just pregnancy.
Yes,
How dare you?
But-
it is a beautiful thing.
it's a whole thing.
In Italian, she says it was supposed to be me, bitch.
I
and
think
then other
she
people
just
come, like,
says that.
we have to try again with me. Now that's so it is something they
It's supposed to be
did.
me.
Now at this point though, I've realized that Sister Cecilia is really good at not drowning.
Right. That's
That's
two.
impressive.
That's two to nothing.
Yeah. Now we gotta check on the baby. It's a boy, and it's okay, but I'm a not a okay. Yeah. And then she's like, "Why would she say it's supposed to be her? What does that mean? I want to go see a real doctor."
Look.
Now fucking Dr. Gallo here. He's like, "I'm a real doctor. What is that?
He slaps his nips and he goes, "What? What?
I'm a what am I?
He gives the
Did I
X.
go to med
What
school
about
for
these
nothing?
nuts? Huh? They're over
What
here."
about these? I went to online med school for 3 semesters, and you're gonna sit here and say I'm not a real Italian
For
church
3
doctor.
trimesters, I went to school.
3 trimesters. I won the Wizarding Cup
Which one?
for DeVry Italian University.
Phoenix would have been a good one pull for that, because like that's the thing in Harry Potter.
I won the Wizarding Cup for Phoenix Italian University.
Yeah.
We'll just wipe out that other one and make it sound like I said that the first time. I won the Wizarding Cup for DeVry Italian University.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Get a load of these hog nuts. No, he didn't say
He
that.
should have. That's.
But he should have.
That would have been amazing.
I didn't see any diploma.
We
We never did. We never. Now,
She's like, look,
I puked up my tooth. You're like,
yeah, I puked up a
and
tooth.
they say yes.
Okay.
We hear what you're saying, but not.
Hospitals are going to make you sick.
That's all
okay?
they do.
That's true. That's the
That's all they
number
do.
one thing hospitals
That's what
are
they're
known
there.
for.
That's how they make money.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, we get these weird red mask people again.
Baby moose.
Why?
I don't
So
know.
horny. Yeah,
And then-
I don't know why. I feel like this is an add-on from somebody else because they don't come into play. We have no idea what they're about, and they don't have an impact on the story, and they're never revealed.
They're just walking around like dressed like Kanye. Sorry, yay.
Yay. Now,
I didn't mean to detonate him.
Yee.
did you know,
Yee.
Daniel,
Easy. Huh?
that flying nuns, that's a myth. Turns out they can't fly.
Well, this one can't.
That is a
That doesn't
is a
mean
Bell
that
problem.
doesn't mean they
Took care of
all
itself.
can't, Ryan.
No, we did the experiment. We threw one off the roof. We said, fly, nun. And nope.
Right, but
She-
you don't
she
just
had her
stop with
chance.
one experiment. You do a
Well,
lot.
I gotta tell you, if she's not qualified to carry the child of the Lord, she's not gonna have the flying powers. Cecilia would fly.
Shouldn't have fallen on her face.
You gotta roll. When you gotta land right and you gotta roll.
She had a
So,
mushed
but-
face. This is gross.
That is a Bella problem. It took care of itself. And then, and she like left a note and she's like, yeah, it's all for you, Damien, and whatnot. and
At
all
which
that
point
jazz.
we're then like, who's Damien?
Who's Damien? And her friend, Sister Gwen. Just like, look, man, I don't trust this place. I know when a man is lying to me. All right. So she's like yelling
What?
while
Can
they're
you
going
tell
up
me
some
what she
cool
says?
stairs. She says,
Fuck all of you. I know when a man is lying to me. Don't touch me. How are you going to just... Or she's yelling to all the other nuns downstairs. How are you all just going to let this happen? You know this pregnancy isn't right. You know she should be taken to a doctor. Fucking don't touch me. Get your hands off me. And then she's taken away.
how did you not have the English subtitles when the Italian was going on?
I didn't have. It wasn't on for default, so I didn't touch anything.
They drag
Oh, yeah, they drag her away. Bye-bye.
they drag her off. She's gone.
That's not all right.
That's not good. I liked her. She was cool. Now, Cecilia's back in her room. Now her picture falls in her room and starts dangling, and we see a message behind it, which I forgot. During the opening, we see the message, like her writing something behind it.
Right, but it doesn't mean anything.
Well, it probably didn't translate for you when she looked it
No,
up.
It's a warning.
Right,
The
but
warning.
it's a red herring because it's like, hey, Satan's a Sataner.
It's not a red herring.
Think about
though.
that. It
They're
is a
just-
red herring because it's making you
in
think,
her
oh,
mind-
this is satanic
No,
in
no, no,
nature,
no.
but it's not.
But it still could be if you look at it their way. Satan's not literally there, but Satan could be.
Right, unless
working
you're
through
saying
their hands.
science is Satan.
No. We're
Yeah.
saying the priest who is masquerading as a holy man is really an evil bastard.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
that's-
He's
that's
a
all.
scientist.
Now, here's the thing. Here's my solemn promise to you guys.
Yeah.
If I'm leaving a message for you that's hidden,
Are you going to
behind
write it
something,
in English for me?
it's going to be very clear. Now, if I have to leave it out in the open where other people are going to see it, I might code it, you know. I might say something like, I hate playing night crawlers with you guys.
That's
So
not
you
true.
know,
He
like-
would never say that.
Yeah, so you know there's danger. But, like, if I'm hiding the message, I'm going to be like, dude, they're making freaky Jesus babies with the fucking DNA off the nail. And, like, don't get fucking, watch your cooch. They're going to knock you up. Like, get out, man. Tell them, like, hey, you got to go to town to buy some pads. And then they'll
that'll
get all
freak 'em out.
embarrassed.
It
they
always
don't
freaks
like
men out when you
menstruations.
bring
Yeah.
that up. Yeah, they don't like it.
So, and then you run. You fucking, that's the note I'd leave for you guys, because I'm a bro. That other lady, Sister Eyebrows, not a bro.
Yeah, but she somehow figured out how to like wear out the chain on the portrait so that it would fall at a precise time. So that's good.
That's
That's
good.
very good.
Look,
I thought Kenny's message was going to be Tuesday, 2 p.m., 2 cakes.
2 cakes.
And that's when you know
Tuesday.
to put on his first album, 2 p.m., and then you listen to it backwards, and it says,
You listen to Tuesday backwards on
you
it.
listen Tuesday backwards on it, the album, too, and then it says, hey, you're looking good today.
You get that thing that I sent you?
Did you get that thing?
Get that thing? Well, unfortunately, she can't read Italian. So now there's a typo in my next note here where I was writing it down, so I remember what it says. So mine says, for Sagan himself often masquerades as an angel of light. So Carl Sagan is apparently
See, you have a thing against science.
is a bad man in my eyes. Now, we need to walk around holding candles more for illumination, I think. That's a cool thing in movies. I don't think I hardly ever do it. If I did it, it's like with a scented candle. I want to walk around with a candelabra with just a big white stick candle, and I might just do that, you know? I might just do that.
Hey, man, no one's stopping you from just doing things, you know?
I'm gonna do it. And then, well, there's a fire somewhere. My note says, who started that fire?
Someone else has a
No.
lantern, and they're walking through it. She's gone snooping around at night, gone into the
doing a snoop.
the Popa's chambers, because she's looking for her paperwork. Because in the scene,
Yeah, that we seen tucked away.
yeah, and so she takes out a dagger, eventually gets it open, pulls it open. She's looking at her paperwork. They got the article on her drowning. They got what looks like her chromosomes, something with like DNA.
Yeah, there's like
and
some
stuff.
DNA. There's a picture of Mr. DNA giving a thumbs
It
up.
says, "Ooh, what are you doing here?"
So we get the
Run,
implication
bitch.
here that, like, right? They're searching for girls who survive by some sort of divine miracle and then matches their fucking DNA requirements.
I don't think that-
23andMe profile, yeah.
I mean, do you even think the survive by some sort of miracle is even
No.
part of it? Or
That's
just,
not part of
that's
it.
just a happy little accident.
well, she's walking around, she starts hearing some noises, and it's her friend being tortured, and they got her in a chair, they pull out her tongue, and they do a speak no evil to her, just not as good as a speak no evil to her.
Just
like
got
a
the tip
partials.
off.
Like, just a tip. You want the tip, but you don't need the tip. And, well, then she gets grabbed by Ninja Nun, who's also Scissors Nun. It's like, I made you a little totem for your hair. It's like, that's great. We have to get out of here. And then she's like, oh, no, dog, you'll never leave here. What? Ha! 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 You'll never get out of here. And so the thing to
Then
remember here is during this
Ninja
whole
Nun
scene.
does like a possessed demon voice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's her serious voice. Now, her friend was in there screaming her ass off while she's getting tortured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few hours later, Cecilia screaming her ass off. Everybody wakes up for that.
She's still in the house. The convent.
All right.
The building. She was taken to the shed. Gwen was
Fair
taken
enough.
to the shed.
Well, she's screaming. She's covered in blood. And I'm like, did she fake the blood to get to a
I
hospital?
knew
was like, that's
instantly
smart.
what she did.
I knew instantly that's chicken blood.
And I'm
I
like,
didn't
that's
know
the
chicken
play.
blood. I knew it was
That
fake.
is the play.
That's the play. Hell yeah.
Well, while this is going on, I'm thinking her lack of Italian will probably be her letdown. It wasn't.
It was her lack of hiding your
Hiding the
evidence.
chicken. Yeah.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, not
so as
obviously
there's
under
other-
the bed.
So it took a little bit before I realized it was a chicken, and then I was like, okay, we're going to see a feather. Like one feather. I didn't expect the whole fucking bird to be there. A feather can be explained away. I'm sure their pillows are probably like feather pillows or some shit. But yeah, the whole fucking bird under there, like it's goddamn Thanksgiving dropped out of your ass onto the floor. Like, nah, man.
That would have been a turkey.
They do it differently in Italy.
They
But before
probably
she
don't
even
have
sees the
Thanksgiving at all
fucking
in
chicken
Italy.
under there, Mother Confessor Superior is fucking rubbing her face in the blood.
Well, that's the blood
And I'm
of
like,
the Lord.
Like, don't do that. He don't like that. He's not into that. He don't
No,
want a
but
freaky
she's
freak.
into it.
Yeah, well, and then she finds the bird.
I didn't think she was going to find the bird. I thought she was going to put her face in it and go, wait,
Wait a second.
this
I know
tastes
chicken
like,
blood.
I know blood, and this is chicken blood.
This is chicken. In fact, this is Howard. Yep, this is the one I named Howard.
That bitch killed
Howard.
Howard.
She killed Howard.
That's what she's
No,
really calling
that's the-
about.
That's the thing. The phone starts ringing for Father Sal because he's in the car with Cecilia and the other guy driving. Was Deacon Enzo? I think.
Sure.
What's a
Got a
deacon?
fucking face. I don't know, like a lower
church
priest.
adjacent.
Yeah. Well, fucking. The phone starts ringing, and I'm like, oh shit, they've got phones. For some reason, I thought they were going to use any technology
Oh, this is
other
the
than like
first
the
phone
car.
we've seen.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, that sucks. So I was like, yep, she's been caught. Now she takes off running. I'm like, she's got some wheels for a barefoot pregnant lady. And then the camera pans around, and they're like
just
right behind her. I'm like,
And they're like,
Whoops.
I was like, it
yeah.
would be embarrassing if you guys let this pregnant lady outrun
Right?
you.
Well, she should have kept the knife. Okay, she could have cut a stab. But now we're back at the church, and it's like, all right, you need to clean yourself. Get under the shower. Be pressing your boobage up. Don't show yourself under the shower. But then Mother Superior still pulls out a bucket.
That's because she
Like,
ain't washing
okay.
herself.
You need to get better water pressure out of that goddamn shower. We got all this money to have a cathedral, and that's the water pressure you're giving me? Like, the Lord is not impressed. You need a bucket to properly shower? Like, no. Get out of here. And then she's like, God won't forgive you dudes. Because she's from America. She says dudes. And then, time to poke her with the nail, I think. She gets Mother...
No.
Did she stab him? Not yet. She hasn't stabbed someone with a nail yet,
She
right?
has to go down. That's at the end of the movie, Kenny. She has to go down
Yeah.
to the lab now because now they're explaining Jurassic Park to her. And they say, you see this? Some people just see this as an old piece of iron, a rusty nail. And at that moment is when I figured, I'm like, oh yeah, biology guy, Jurassic Park. They put a clone baby in you. Oh my
See, I
goodness.
wasn't there
This
yet.
is the...
I was like, oh.
I was right there at
twist.
that moment.
I was like, oh, it's not a nail at all. It's a fucking devil horn.
It's Jesus' petrified metal dick. It's the fourth nail that went through his balls, and it allows him to knock you up by touching it
Damn.
with your bare hands, because she was the only one
Everybody
touching
getting
the bare hands.
pregnant.
But nope, instead of they clone Tyrone, they clone Jesus.
And they show him the failed Ripleys, and they're all in
Yeah, the
jars.
jar babies.
Uh-huh.
Just like her door was to her bedroom.
This movie took
It
a
was
turn.
right in front of us all along. A jar.
I like this better than devil.
This is
The elevator one?
No. I like it better than if they were Satan people.
Oh, okay. Yes, agreed. I like the play
they're
here.
just evil people with science.
They're evil church people. Their motivations are supposed to be for good, but they're not.
She gets her
So,
feet branded.
here's where I'm just like-
hot foot.
Hot foot. I was like, this is gonna look dope later, okay?
It will.
Yeah. That can't be good for the baby either. Like, that's gonna put stress on the baby. Baby might lose the baby, but whatever.
Almost
What's
drowning.
gonna stop her
didn't
from?
hurt the baby?
Yeah, that didn't help either. That's a Jesus baby.
Jesus gonna
But
have
the rest of these-
gills.
It lifts.
The rest of these Jesus babies might have had gills. They're little fucking freaks. You'd think the Jesus seed would be able to do well.
Well,
in
here's
other
the thing.
bodies.
I don't think it's Jesus. It's just a nail with some
They got
random
the wrong nail.
with some
It's one-
random
it's one
DNA.
Rando's blood,
Was it?
And
It was one of the randos that were put up with him, right?
and it's hella
Fucking Jerry
old.
the thief. Lots of people, they reuse the nails. Like, it's not easy making
That's
nails
what
in
I
olden
said.
days.
Like, in this nail economy, you think they only used it one time?
And it's
Oh
not.
my
It
God.
wasn't like encased in amber.
Right. So, what's stopping her from telling the others now? I guess they all are.
Language.
Okay, what's stop?
Language.
Yeah, that's true. What's stopping her from just throwing herself face down over and over again on the baby? Don't know. We're in the third trimester
Are you
now.
saying what's stopping from like doing like a
Just
poor
a belly
person
flop.
abortion?
Yeah. I don't see any.
Throwing herself down
Yeah.
some stairs.
There's a lot of stairs in this place. That's all I'm
Well, she
saying.
doesn't want to hurt herself.
She wants to escape. Still wants to escape.
She needs to have the boldness of House of the Devil and just say,
I thought that's where this
no.
was gonna go, but
It took a good turn, and in the end was more effective.
it was very nice. It's confession time again.
Yep.
This is very important.
How long have you guys been targeting me?
Hey, Father,
Since,
I got a confession.
since
You
the
fucking
accident?
suck. I hate you.
Well, what she actually does is she looks at him, and he's really not expecting this. She's like, I got another confession to make. I know you made mutant Jesus babies inside me.
And he's like, "Ooh, you should have
And
worked
I
on
feel
this
it with
before you
every
came
shit
in."
I take. And no, I didn't work on it. I just now thought of this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I can
that's
workshop it a
what
little more.
Ryan, that's what Ryan is saying, is that you should have worked on it.
No, I'm by the seat of my pants. The whole Tim Apple thing, I thought of about 5 minutes before we started recording. I'm like, ooh, that's good.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I-
Tim Apple, man of God now.
Tim
That was
God
good.
is what they call him.
Tim God. God Apple. Look,
Answer me this, Kenny. If this is not the will of God, why doesn't God stop us?
that's a dangerous ass statement there. That is the most dangerous statement they fucking make. And you know people in the church probably fucking think that.
I bet a lot of them do.
Why?
Well, I bet most people probably do. But anyway, that's not where I was going with this, because in my head, I immediately said, well, God helps those who help themselves.
This is true. Our God is an awesome God, and he loves mutant jar babies.
He has ninja skills. He's coming at you.
I'm just saying. Ninja God,
Did you think she was going to survive this movie?
I would have died when I pulled off my fingernail. So
Oh,
no.
God, yeah. So I thought I was going to
Why'd
say
she do
no,
that?
that she's not going to survive, but she is going to like do better than House of the Devil. She's going to like commit, throw herself off the bridge or something. Like she's going to die, take the baby with her.
House of the Devil, like, she should have died. Do we think maybe the fucking possessed baby thing that was inside of her at that point maybe kept her alive? Because a shot to the head, yes, you hear about people surviving
Yeah,
it.
just keeping her
but,
body
like,
alive then, maybe.
If she had tried to, like, just shoot the baby, it's a demon baby. It might have survived that, too.
Bounce off
So,
it.
like,
bounce
yeah, so
off it, Daniel. You heard me.
That might have been her best play, and it just still might not have worked. There might not have been anything she could have done.
Her best play would
So I
have
don't know.
probably been to play a dark ritual. So then you get that 3 extra swamp magic. And then from there, you
You could
can do
actually.
anything.
There's one where you play a card. It's something where you throw away a card from your hand.
Yeah.
You play a new card, Dark Ritual, to I think it's the Gravedigger. Then take a card out of your graveyard, put it into play, and then you got like this giant ass monster ready to go.
Gravedigger's bringing that back in your hand. He's not putting it in play.
Oh, there was one that would like let you put it into play.
There's probably like a more expensive Gravedigger that does it, but not the Gravedigger, you know?
You know what he's saying? We're talking MTG, folks, just so you know.
They know.
They know. They know. Look, we got to get those Jesus meds, help her out. We got Mother Superior here. Oh, such a beautiful mother. Those eyes are like sunflowers. Ah. What people don't realize about women from Detroit, they got a hell of a left cross.
You get it, Daniel? Because when Mother Confessor is looking at the baby ultrasound stuff, she takes a cross and bashes her in the head with it. Did you get it, Daniel?
From the left.
From the
Yeah,
left.
I got
get
it,
a
but
left
it
cross.
wasn't from the
It's
left.
a type of punch.
But
It was from the left.
nope.
It is.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It is.
No.
You didn't even have the subtitles. How do you know?
Oh,
They
shit.
gave
Did
the
subtitles-
cardinal directions.
Yeah. She in
Cardinal
Italian.
Ryan,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, look at
little
that guy.
skink.
She in Italian. She said from the left.
She said, "Requiesta in pace."
Yeah, and then she said, "Enjoy death, biatch." And then she said, "Don't be cross with me."
And then she said, "I'm gonna hit you in the face." A
So
lot
many
with
times,
she said-
but I'm going to
so-
show it to you. Not the just, but
Oh my
just
God.
the impact. Just the.
It was so good. Her face got turned into a jelly.
Now take her teeth because you're going to need them because you've thrown up so many of
You
your
need that-
teeth
No, she just threw up the one.
that you've seen. I'm sure she's thrown up.
That you've
You
seen.
need those nun teeth, Daniel.
Yeah. Now her water
Yeah, you make a
broke.
necklace out of them and it gives you +2
Yeah.
intelligence.
There you go. Her water breaks and she says, "God damn it." And that is perfect in this situation.
Love it.
Fucking perfect.
But now we get Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear None. Oh my god.
Metal Gear.
What's happening?
She-
Father's out there.
She finds Doc Gallo.
I'm a Dark Gallo. So who's that? Is that I'm a Pope?
Is it Gallo and then the Pope? The fake Pope? Wannabe Pope?
So
Or is it
she
the
sees
Pope?
the doctor, but the doctor just runs
she
away.
She sneak
Oh, does
attacks
the doctor
with
not tell
the
anyone?
rosary.
Nah, he's like,
he
oh
gonna
shit,
tell?
she's gone Super Saiyan. I ain't messing with this.
I ain't dumb. I'm just a doctor. Yeah, she strangles the Pope guy with her rosary thing.
Yeah.
I think with her. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Just she doesn't track down the doc. He just goes off running. She grabs the nail because that thing's not secure. But she's like, if I'm gonna take this place down, I'm taking their fucking thing that clearly has contaminated DNA at this point. I'm getting rid of it. I'm gonna go to the lab. We're covering the lab in some sort of flammable chemicals.
Ethanol.
Father Sal
Kerosene.
shows up.
I thought, okay, now we're getting Joan of Arc ending. She sets herself and the nail on fire. So she burns away Dino Jesus DNA, and she also ends up killing herself.
Oh my god. This was
They made
Raptor Jesus.
Velocipaster. They made Velocipaster. Dale, same time.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Velocipaster. Now that's a fucking movie.
that's a movie.
That's a fucking... Ryan, you seen Velocipaster?
I have not.
It's a
Put it on the
movie.
list. Put it on the fucking list. Okay.
It's not a horror movie.
I think they're making a second one.
Oh god.
I think they are. So she's got a little Zippo she found. She's about to blow it up. Father Sal's like wrestling her. He's close. He could have blew out the lighter.
It really could have.
Doesn't work that way.
Are
you sure?
It didn't matter because we didn't light it right then
Well,
and
because
there.
it's an American lighter, so it's tuned to American breath. So if he had tried to blow it out with his
shit.
Italian breath, it wouldn't have worked.
Well, my next note is that's what you get, fuckhead.
Is that because he gets set on fire?
Well, that's what, he gets set on fire. And this is where I get really mad because I realize something here. This guy could have used his powers for good. You know what he could have done?
Made dinosaurs.
Ninja Turtles, Daniel. That's close. You were close.
Where would he
could
have
made
gotten
Ninja Turtles?
Ninja Turtle DNA? From you? From like your fucking spank
I've been
rags?
working
You
on it.
fucking...
He works on my research that I've already done.
Uh-huh.
Instead, he's able to Hulk out of the
Research,
door.
Daniel.
That's the
Research.
that's the problem.
Research.
That's the problem. He's just taking the research you already did. He didn't earn it. He doesn't understand.
Yes, that's true.
They just took
Well, you know
what
what?
other people did, and you don't consider the consequences,
And
and
you're selling it.
You're putting them on
You're
lunchboxes.
Look, when we're not looking, when he's on fire, he injects himself with the Super Jesus Soldier Serum.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how he busts out of that door.
Is that what Captain America has?
Yeah. And then she goes running to the catacombs, which we have like a few rules at this place. And one of them is the catacombs are off limits.
Right, but she's breaking all the rules already.
Come on. She goes down there. She's going in circles and catacombs. She finds her friend who's there having a nap.
I'm pretty
Glad
sure-
being bothered.
I'd wondered what
So,
happened
like-
to you.
You think there should only be one entrance to the catacombs.
No,
So-
incorrect.
Why?
The catacombs.
there's more.
Because there's more. There's just more.
But there should only be one.
Incorrect. Why?
Why?
Why should there
You
only
need
be
multiple.
one?
Why would there be more than one?
It's just a series of tunnels with
that they built.
Right. So you can build another entrance which leads up to the main tunnel.
Like, not
Yeah.
everyone's going to build their own catacomb when I can just hook onto your catacomb, put my dead
Get
grandpa
out of
on
my
top of your dead
catacomb.
grandma. I'm going to be posing the bodies in there with my family members. They're going to be doing gratuitous sex acts.
Like what?
Every time you get down there,
With
there's going to be
banjos.
your great grandma over there.
Uh-huh.
DVDA.
I don't know what that means.
I can never watch that format.
DVDA? DVDA.
Yeah.
Dick,
DVD.
vagina,
Double?
dick,
That's close.
ass,
Yeah, but the D's stand for double, not dick.
double vaginal, double ass? Or
That's
no?
right.
Wait. So wait, nothing's
Four
happening?
pronged. They're getting two in each hole.
To what?
Dicks. Big ones.
Well, that'd be DD. Double dick.
No, that's quad D.
Wait,
No.
wait. So
damage.
if you ever ask me if I want to go quadding with you, my answer should now be no. Is that?
Well,
It should have
I
always
mean,
been no.
It could be yes. We
it
don't
was
know.
yes at Dirty Jersey. I'm like I want to go on a quad, but
What,
now
that's
you.
what a dirty
Don't-
jersey is, Ryan.
Yeah, that's what a dirty jersey is. Bro. Don't go out in the Pine Barrens with
I
people.
just found out. Fuck around and find out. You expect me to know all these other like Dirty Jersey slang
Yes,
stuff?
Ryan. I want you to fuck around and find out what these mean.
Look.
I'm looking.
Okay, he's running around in the catacombs after. It's like a Minotaur labyrinth type thing. She's running out. They're going in circles. She needs to hide her flashlight more. I think it'd be easier to find her. She finds a hole
I
in
think
the
it'd be
wall,
easy to
and-
find her what with her fucking screaming out in labor pain all the time.
Yeah, she should stop that. She finds a hole in the wall, And I'm like, it's not going to be that easy. She starts crawling. She gets almost
It
all the
never
way
is.
out.
She gets reversed birth back in. Sucked back
Sucked
in.
back in.
Yep.
Fucking
He's got
prairie dogged.
He looks like a real Italian now. He's got that dark Italian skin now. He's looking real
Are you
tan.
saying because he's
'Cause
burned?
He's burned.
Yeah, but it looks good on him.
I
Okay.
guess.
She.
Still got his good mustache.
This is where she fails here. Okay.
What?
She's laying on the ground. She's been
Oh,
like,
because he gets
pushed
like
out.
halfway through a C-section?
yeah. He starts
Look.
cutting her stomach open with a
Look
scalpel,
to
and
me.
she waits until it's fucking 10 inches long.
It's only I'm taking because I'm like I've seen movies. I know what they do in movies. They set your
Hold on, I don't
expectation up
believe
for
that.
one thing, but really, then they pull back the punch because they're not really going to do that. So we got Cecilia and we got the father down here, and I forgot that Cecilia had the nail, so she doesn't have a weapon.
I did too.
But the father
I
has a
also
scalpel,
forgot.
and they're the only two here. So logically, he should cut her open right now. But in
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
head, but I'm going, but they ain't gonna do that.
what if
But then
they
they
did?
kind of do.
So what's the Deus Ex Machina moment that I'm like, oh no, they are gonna do that,
He got far.
and I went hallelujah,
And then she said, "You ever been nailed,
father?
father?"
Huh?
Fucking
Huh?
stabbed him in the fucking neck, pulls it out, and then she gets fucking covered in blood. It's beautiful.
She's covered in
And I'm
blood
just
now.
like,
The nail is covered in
why
blood.
wouldn't you? Yeah, it's all ruined. I'm like, why wouldn't you do that a lot fucking sooner? Okay.
She forgot she had it.
It's just
Now
like
she
us.
now she has to. Yeah, right. She's one of us. Now she has to crawl out with her open stomach. That can't be good.
It's a flesh wound.
Now, okay, there's a certain cutoff point when they stop abortions that I think would maybe be logical, but I think in this situation, I don't care how close it is. I think she's allowed a super late term abortion right here.
I think
Okay.
once you've given birth, it's no longer an abortion, probably.
Well, but she had to give birth. Yeah, I think right now
No, she gives birth.
Okay, but I was saying she could stop this.
oh, so, like what? Take the nail and just start stabbing herself in the stomach?
Yeah. Like she's allowed to do that.
Well, then
No,
she
that's
should have
fine.
just let
No.
him finish.
No, because then the baby comes out alive, and then once the baby Jesus is alive, you can't do anything about it. Now this is where
Wow.
she's screaming. She starts standing up, giving
She
a squatty
screams
birth.
so much.
There's
She
no gap
fucking
in her lower
went
teeth.
for it. Did this in two
Pushing
takes.
out the baby. We get a good squelch.
I'm like,
Oh, did this in 2
that
takes?
sound
Two
effect.
takes, and they used the
Oh,
first one.
My God.
Nice. It looked like she's taking a shit. I think that's where she got her
That's
inspiration.
pretty much, yeah.
Now, how great would it have been if this baby had the fucking Jesus hair and goatee that we always see?
We
in,
don't
like,
know that he
pictures?
didn't.
Oh my
It was
god!
just
don't show
matted
it.
down with blood. Yeah.
Now the baby's over there making noises, but it didn't sound like baby noises. It sounded like animal noises.
Well, he doesn't breathe good because he's a pug.
Yeah. He fucking bites the umbilical cord.
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah. You
No,
earned
I
it,
thought she was
girl.
gonna throw the baby.
No, I was like,
Well-
you fucking stomp on him. You
Yes,
stomp
Daniel.
on that
So
baby.
she's-
I want to see the jelly.
I see she walking away. I'm like, what? You just now bouncing, mama? And I'm like,
gonna
you should dash
you
the
gonna let
baby
it die
against
of
the
exposure?
against the rocks. Dash that baby against the
yeah,
rocks.
yeah,
Then
smash
she
it.
picks up and rocking on. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa! I was
yeah,
joking.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
kidding.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I was like, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm
I'm like,
yes,
okay,
yes,
no,
yes.
they're not going to do this, Daniel. This is a movie. They're not going to do this. I bet baby
Well,
starts
like-
crying and you lose your nerve. Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah, like in Rosemary's Baby.
Like, oh
She
well.
smashes it, and I clapped.
And the
I'm
movie's
just
over.
like, what if they were right though? She's gonna be real embarrassed
Right about what?
About what?
about like that. That was the way they were supposed to bring about the savior.
So the way
Then
you're
the
supposed to
savior
bring
did
about
not
the
deserve to
savior
be brought about.
is through a rape and an unwanted pregnancy.
There's lots of weird things in religion, Daniel. I didn't say it's right,
Dun,
but what if they were right?
dun,
If that's how their Lord
dun,
wanted them to bring it about.
dun, 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 dun,
I don't know. She crushed it. I said, no,
She
you know,
crushed it.
Noise.
Rock meat baby.
Then I'm like,
Rock
okay.
beats baby every time.
I hope she makes it out okay. It's gonna be a fun story to tell. Like she's not gonna tell that goddamn river monster story again. She's gonna fucking
It's not
tell
a
this
river
story.
monster story.
And then they're playing that classic that everybody loves. Ave Maria. What's her favorite band? Do you think it's Smashing Pumpkins?
Yeah.
I went to Italy and had a smashing good time, baby.
Oh, I thought it was Scissor Sisters.
She should have smashed the baby with the rock and then looked at the camera and goes, "Ciao."
Fatality.
Oh shit, babality.
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 Did you like this movie?
Yeah, I had a good time with it.
I love that ending.
The ending is so fucking good. Like there are highs of this movie that are really fucking high.
Yeah. This is, I'll stand by it. This is a Class A exploitation film.
Yeah. Nunsploitation. Let's get more of it. More of the bathing
Well,
scenes.
I could tell you where you could find some more of it.
Where?
This documentary site, like a hub of like.
Daniel's
information.
browsing history. Just go in
I
there.
know. I clear that every day.
I don't.
Actually, you don't even have to clear it. You just go to incognitus.
Incognitus mode. I really don't know how much like the internet's perception it has been on this. I've mostly I think seen positive things. It's a 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb. A lot of people were going in and watching this as a double feature with The First Omen, which I think is funny, seeing now that the Mother Superior is also in The First Omen. And they were seeming to like both movies, but it could be kind of a Barbenheimer thing where they're hyping each other off of each other. Like 2 Catholic horror movies like in theater at the same time. Like, come on, that's crazy. But I think it's solid. It's, it's not my movie of the year. It's something I might come back and watch again, but like, I don't know if I liked it, and I'll probably get crapped on for this opinion. It is probably horrible because I'm one of the few people I think like this movie. I liked the first Nun movie in the Conjuring universe.
Didn't see it.
I enjoyed that movie. I think it's got a great atmosphere. It's dumb, but there's a lot of good dumb horror out there. I need to rewatch the second one. People say it's better than the first one. I've watched it and I've kind of forgot what happens, so it can't be that great.
Backdoor
But I like the
Nuns
first one.
3 is surprisingly good. It doesn't really carry over any plot or characters from the first two.
First two. Is it?
It's kind,
is it
so
like
it's kind
the
of like a
hung-
Tokyo Drift situation.
You guys remember when I thought of the perfect porno name and it was already taken?
What was it?
Hung Jury.
Obviously, that would be taken.
Yeah, but do you remember what we found out when we looked it up?
Is it gay?
They made 4 of them, and the third one was a gay one.
I think they
So in
should
the
all
middle
be
of
gay.
in the middle of your quadrilogy,
Or not
you just
even
totally
gay,
shift
but like,
the tone.
you do a porn movie where you got like you get a little bit of everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to have a
some-
diverse jury pool,
Yeah.
so
right.
Yeah, but they make one of them they make the all women version of Ocean's 11 in the middle of the series. That's kind of odd.
It turns into a heist movie.
It's a heist movie, baby. Oh God. What's your favorite Catholic horror movie?
Well, The Exorcist.
Yeah, it's The Exorcist. I really fucking like The Omen.
I mean, The
though.
Omen's very good. Second,
It's very good, but it's The Exorcist. Yeah. What's your least favorite Catholic horror movie that you've seen?
My favorite is Midnight Mass, actually. Not a
Not
movie, but
though, but yeah, I can see that for you. Yeah, it's really good. We keep hyping it up. Brian still hasn't watched it. We have to cover it at some point.
Yep.
Yep. Well, go watch other Catholic horror.
Jurassic Park, Rosemary's Baby,
Go watch Jurassic Park.
House of
If
the
you
Devil,
like science,
Prince of Darkness. You're done.
Yeah, I like Prince of Darkness. That's a good time. Well.
Big moo, big nun, little nun,
tiny nun,
so
baby
horny.
nun, so
No,
horny.
this wasn't really horny.
Like you said, if this was a different movie within a month,
I could have
Confess to
prison
me,
nuns
you know what
are
I'm saying?
terrifying.
Mm.
Yeah, swear to me.
Mm.
Well, as always, I've been your keep your Jesus off of me and I'll keep my balls off of you host, Kenny.
I am a Pokemon trainer who specializes in rock type, Daniel.
Oh, you're a Geo dude. Thank God it wasn't fire
Eh.
I've
or water.
been. I got nothing. Oh, I got none. Ryan,
Yeah.
'cause I got none.
I got none. Got none. Nothing. Kiss the ring, bitch.
That's the noise that happened when she smashed the baby. Ah!